Hey guys, today I'm going to be reviewing all of the new products I tried in November. I feel like I must be missing some things, like maybe some videos I didn't edit yet and I forgot about, but if so, I'll just mention them next month. But let's jump on in so we're not here for forever. So let's start with face products. I did finally do 5 days of primer first impressions on my Instagram and TikTok. I will have those videos linked down below. Day one was the Milk Cloud Glow primer. This did not do anything. It didn't give a ton of glow, a little bit of hydration, but this is basically a gimmick. Pass. If you really want it, it's on flip, but pass. The One Size Secure the Blur Makeup Magnet Primer was a little bit smoothing, but not necessarily a gripping primer. I tried this once before, a couple years ago. Tried it again, not impressed. Then we have the One Size Secure the Glow Tacky Hydrating Primer. I do think this was tacky. I do think this was hydrating. Not blown away, but I am going to keep it for now. Then I tried the Secure the Sweat. This was okay, but I am going to keep this in my collection to try it in the summertime because I haven't been that sweaty recently. My skin has been oily, but sweat and oil are different. One thing I don't like though is with this packaging, a lot of product really oozes out, so I have to be careful when I'm applying it. And then I have the Oil Sucker Extreme Mattifying Alkaline Primer. This definitely worked. My skin was very matte at the end of the day, so I was really impressed by that. But I've got to shake it up and I have to be very careful about how I apply this. I need to like sweep, done. I can't play with it. I can't layer up because I feel like in certain areas it was visible where I put it, like before I put my makeup on, but even afterwards my makeup looked a little bit patchy. There was a spot where it like cracked, and again, I don't have dry skin. I have very oily skin, so I think I just didn't use the product correctly, but it does work. So if you have this, I would love your best application tips. So out of these primers, don't do anything. Definitely no to those. And then I think all of these are fine, but I like this one the most. But I love trying out different primers, but I have rarely found something that totally blows me away. During the Sephora VIB sale, I did purchase the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Primer, and some people said that this was her Glowish Blur Jam in different packaging, which I think totally makes sense, but I ended up returning the Blur Jam because I didn't like the packaging. So I like this a lot better. This is a nice cooling, smoothing primer. I don't think it does a ton, but I think it is nice, so I am happy to have it. I probably like this one and this one more than the others. Then I picked up the Kimchi Chic Puff Puff Pass powder in pink from TikTok Shop because they have great prices there, but Kimchi Chic is also on the Flip app. They have this powder, they just didn't have this new shade, which is why I bought it from TikTok. And on the Flip app, I did post a little review with it, but it comes with this really cutie puff, and this is a great pink powder, very similar to Huda Beauty. I'm wearing this under my eyes today. I think this is really nice and smoothing, but for me, I'm only going to use this under my eyes. I can't use this everywhere because I don't have a pink undertone. This is really cute. I think I'm going to get use out of this winter and spring because that's when I wear cool tones and then more peachy pinky tones, but this is nice if you've been wanting to try this. Super affordable, and I definitely want to try this in more shades so I can let you know how it works for mattifying and holding your makeup in place, because I don't necessarily need all of that under my eyes, except my makeup in place, and I do think it sets quite nicely. Then for some cheek products, I can't believe this is all that I have. I feel like something's missing, but whatever, we're going with it. During the Sephora sale, I got this little Makeup by Mario Sculpt and Pop on the Go Duo, which had minis of the shaping stick in light medium and the blush stick in sweet pink. And I've heard people rave about these for the longest time, and this is a newer shade of the blush that I was interested in, so I was excited to see that. And these come with 4 grams of product or 0.14 ounce, but I think that's perfect. It takes me a long time to get through cheek products, and I have so many. For the formulas, I think these are fine. This is a little bit stiff. So for me, I put this on under my foundation, but over top of my primer, then blend it out with a brush. And then after I put my foundation on, I will take my brush, work it into the product, and then apply it on my cheeks. If you were to put this right on top of your foundation, I think it would pick it right up. So just something to keep in mind. It is a little bit drier, which might be nice if you have oily skin like me, or if that's just your preference. It's definitely a different formula than the one in the pot. The enhancer, that one is a lot creamier. And then the same with this blush stick, more of a solid matte formula than the ones in the pot. I think that these are very nice, but I'm really glad that I was able to try out these minis because I don't plan on buying the full size, but it would be great to use these up. I don't quite see why they're so hyped because I think they're just like good. I missed a cream blush, the Selfie Mendy Moment Blush in Pinky Promise. I think this is a really nice mousse formula. I do think that it blended onto the cheeks nicely and was buildable. I don't think it was patchy, but I think it has potential to be. So I think that this was cute. The packaging is really cute as well, but I don't think I'm going to be reaching for it maybe more than a few other cream blushes just because I have so many, but I do think that this is a good product. Then from the names on here, from Too Faced NPR, I got their face palette, which was exciting. So you have the Shooting Star Highlight and then blushes in Golden Hour, Velvet Crush, and Watermelon Rain. Unfortunately, these are all permanent shades. I wish there were some limited shades. This does have like a sweet scent, but I don't like it. It's almost like a vanilla floral or something. It's not my favorite. I think that these blushes are very pigmented. The highlight is a little bit more firmly pressed, but with a dense brush, I think picks up nicely. I think that this is good. If you think that you would use these shades, it's good quality. It is the same quality as the individual blushes. I can't speak for the highlight, but for the blushes, it's the same quality. But for me, I'm gonna actually pass this on to a friend. Just considering everything else I have, I don't think I would use it enough. Now moving on to eyes. From Selfie, I got this Free the Brow Gel, which is just a basic brow gel. And then you do have a unique little applicator here of like a bristly brush and then plastic wand. I think this is okay. I like more of a strong hold, and this is better for more fluffy brows. Fine, it doesn't blow me away. Next for eyes, I have some different palettes. This is the Urban Decay Moondust palette that came out for Sephora this holiday season, and I think these are beautiful. I am wearing these two shades on my eyes today. I have a little bit of this one in my inner corner, but you can't really see it. But I think these are so special. Now, I just put these over top of a cream shadow and use these on their own. I know that these are supposed to be toppers. My brain can't figure out how to do that. So I would love to hear your recommendations for how to put that into action. But I think this is really beautiful. I'm happy that I have this because I did not get last year's. And it's one of those products where I'm like, why? Why didn't I snag it? But I think this is super cute. Happy to have. I have the Give Beauty Make Me Like You palette. This is super discounted on Sephora's site, as is all Give Beauty. And this is something that came out over the past couple months. So you have 4 matte shades and 2 shimmers. I don't necessarily love that these shades are so big. I wish this was a different color maybe, but you know, these are my type of tones. I love a warm tone. I love a peachy pink shade. The mattes are a little bit on the powdery side, but I don't mind because they're pigmented and they blend nicely. And then for the metallics, these are chunkier, so I would recommend a cream base underneath or a glitter glue just to help them adhere to the eye, and you are going to have some fallout. I don't think it's terrible, but I did want to note it, but I enjoyed the looks that I created with it. I think I bought this when it was 30% off and now it's like 50%, so I think I would have definitely recommended it for 50% off, but really cute. Then Too Faced Holiday, we have some eye palettes. This one came with a mascara and mascara primer, and this one came on its own. I do have videos with a lot of these products that I will have linked down below so you can see them in action. And I love this green Too Faced palette. The mattes I think are very pigmented and blendable. These duochrome shades here look so beautiful on the eye, but in a swatch, they're not quite as impressive because these are very dry. So again, applied over a glitter glue or a cream shadow stick, I think they look stunning, but just over top of regular eye primer, it's not going to pack the punch that you're looking for. So just something I wanted to note, but I love this one. These are my type of shades. Then for the purple palette, I'm actually gonna pass this one on as well. I think that this shade is pretty. This is a really good purple shimmer. This will stain the skin a little bit, and I love this taupey shade, but I know that I have other taupeys in my collection, and then I feel like with the mattes, this is too light and this is too dark. You know, they're a little bit too different from each other, so I just mixed them together, which I think worked, but I just don't love this color selection, but the formula is good. And then this is something I got for Christmas last year that I just busted into, the Odin's Eye Stone and Rock palette. And I got this because I love Odin's Eye. I wanted to collect them all, but this is a palette I think I didn't need. So I do love olive tones, and I just recently hauled the Cosmic Brushes Undergrowth palette, which I think is stunning, and that is more warm olives, where this is more cool tone, and that is not my preference. And they also go a little bit dark for me, most of these shades. So I got this for such a good price that I'm happy to have it, but if I could have gone back in time, I would not have. I probably would have gotten some singles instead because those are really special. I do think that these shimmers are a little bit dry, and again, do benefit from being on top of a cream shadow stick, but I think that the mattes are pretty easy to work with. So good palette, just not my go-to color story. Then I do have a couple eyeliners. So first, I don't think I've talked about this yet. I'm wearing it on my upper lash line today. The NYX Epic Ink Eyeliner in Graham Cracker. This is a brush tip liquid liner, and this is a nice light warm shade, which is what I was wanting, because before then I was using the Lawless Easy Eyes liquid liner in Cocoa, which is also a warmish brown, but it is a lot darker. So I actually thought about returning this at first because I felt like it wasn't showing up. It was too light, but it was only in certain lighting. And then once this dried down, I actually do feel like I'm able to see it. I think I'm able to see it right now. I think it just depends on how deep my lid shade is. If I'm wearing something a little bit darker, I will use the Lawless, which I think I reviewed this last month. I think these are both great. I would say that neither of these are like super, super wet. The NYX is more than the Lawless. I feel like I'm able to get enough product for one eye, and then I really shake up for the other. So that makes me feel like it's gonna dry out quickly, but maybe not. I'd be curious to hear your thoughts, but if you are wanting a lighter warm brown, go with the NYX. And then I do have these mascara products that Too Faced sent to me recently. So these ones did come with the purple palette. The Better Than Sex Foreplay Mascara Primer I think is really nice. Very good black primer, and this does have a plastic wand, but I will tell you, I don't know the difference between using this as a base layer or just like a different black mascara, so I'd love to know your thoughts. And then we have the Better Than Sex Original and Waterproof Mascara. Same brush. The waterproof mascara was a bit challenging to get off, but I don't feel like I pulled out any lashes. I do like this wand. I think it gives some really nice volume, but the original for me just gets a little bit smudgy because I have oily eyes and watery eyes. So it was nice to try these out again, but not my absolute favorite. Then for lips, I got this from Skeepers. This is the Paula's Choice Pro Collagen Peptide Gloss Balm. I actually don't like this. I'm gonna keep playing with it more, but it's a little bit thick and sticky, and I feel like it's sort of like pills and balls up on itself, which is gross. You don't want that, right? So I can't even tell you if it's super hydrating yet because I haven't used it enough because I've not been able to get past the texture, but it's just okay. Then I got several balmy type of products from the Sephora VIB sale. This is the Ole Henriksen I Love Me Bing collab. This is strawberry scented, but it's a beautiful warm nude with a little bit of shimmer. I think this is really cute. I really like this, and I'm really happy to have this to be able to really test out this balm formula. I do think this is nice and hydrating. I enjoy it. I would love to see Ole Henriksen come out with a mint scent because you guys know I'm a mint girl, so I'll cross my fingers for that in the future, but I do think that this is super cute, so get it while you can. Then I got the Summer Fridays Nude Lip Balm set. I'm really glad that I did because I almost got iced coffee in a full size, but I don't think I need enough of this scent. I don't need that much of this scent, and I was kind of surprised by these, that with these 3 tinted ones in these minis, I found that Vanilla Beige, even though this is lighter than the other 2, had more pigment than iced coffee or brown sugar, but I think that these are hydrating. These are very cutesy. I think that these give a nice light sheer amount of pigment. They all have different scents, so I am really happy that I picked up this set, and these might be fun to throw in project pans. And I don't know if I would buy a full size of any of these. I already have the sweet mint one, which I really enjoy, but these are very nice. And then I'm so glad I got this because it sold out, I think, the first day of the Sephora sale. This is the Lawless Forget the Filler Overnight Lip Plumping Mask in Cinnamon Sugar. Really great scent. Not really any color. It looks tinted here, but it just goes on to the lips clear. I do think that this is nice and hydrating and plumping, so happy to have that. But I really wanted this Forget the Filler lip gloss in the shade Buns because you can only get it in this little duo. And while this is a shimmer finish, it doesn't look scary metallic, and I think that I love these warm nude type of shades, and it just made my lips look so full and juicy. This is a thicker, stickier formula, but it is one of the only formulas, these and Buxom, that I'm okay with them being a little bit sticky because it really does help fill in those lip lines and give such a glossy finish. So definitely loving that. Then I got from the Flip app this Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme Lip Shaper in Post-Op Pink. The name is very wrong because it is very much a peach shade, not pink at all. But this is a nice creamy lip liner formula. It does have that burning sensation, which creates irritation to your lips, which makes them look fuller. So I think that that is cute, but a little bit of a gimmick, but I understand it goes with the other products that are in their lip injection line. So I think that this is nice, especially for the Flip price, but I don't think that this formula is necessarily better than other lip liners, but I do think it is very creamy and easy to work with. Then this is so interesting. This is an RMS Be Legendary Serum Lipstick in the nude shade May. I got this from Ulta. I need to play around with it more. It is a little bit sheer looking because this is so like the most unique formula ever. It is super thin and smooth and serum and cooling. It almost feels like the Huda primer where it's smooth and cooling. So unique, a really pretty shade. These are very expensive, so I don't think I would buy any more, but I'm glad I used my $10 coupon on this because it's really fun. Then I've got some glosses. So I finally tried out, well, I guess I did try another shade a while ago as a freebie. The NYX Fat Oil Lip Drip in the color Splash of Cream, a really nice warm shade. This is a thicker lip oil, so it is a little bit sticky. I feel like we could just call this a lip gloss formula. Just feels like a regular gloss formula. And this has like a light medium opacity, but I think this color is cute. I got this and one other, so I'll be happy to have them, but I don't think I'll buy any more. And then lastly, I got two more shades of one of my new favorite gloss formulas, the Milk Odyssey Lip Oil Gloss, because these new shades and the two new shimmers were added to the Flip app. I don't have any of the shimmer finishes just because I don't really wear shimmery glosses unless they have pigment, and those are more of like just shimmer, but they look stunning. One is more of like a purpley shimmer duochrome and the other one is more yellow. But these two shades here would be Wander, which is a more like cool tone pinky mauve, and the other color is Day Trip, which is like a terracotta nude. This will look so beautiful on deeper skin tones as well. This formula is amazing. It really is a lip gloss lip oil hybrid because it's very smooth on the lips, almost serumy. Not sticky, not too thick, not too thin. It is so good, and this has a like lemon pound cake type of scent, which is unique. I hope they continue to expand the shade range because this is one of my new favorite gloss formulas. I'm so sorry I talk so fast. I'm trying to beat my camera, which is trying to die and overheat on me. But I wanted to thank you guys so much for watching this. I would love to hear your thoughts if you've tried any of these products. And I would love to know your thoughts on the new things you've tried recently. Please, I would love any support on my related content, which will be linked down below. And I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.